Welcome to another seasonal event in Final Fantasy XIV, All Saints' Wake, Death and Dining at the Phantom's Feast. And this goes from Thursday the 20th of January to Wednesday the 2nd of February. And you can find this event in Old Gridania. All Clowns Wake, the adventurous Guild Investigator is on the lookout for a suspiciously scary personage. And in order to participate, you need to be level 15, and players must also complete the It's Probably Pirates from earlier. And you can find this Adventurous Guild Investigator close to the Miketto Amphitheater in Old Gridania. And we have event items: Pumpkin Flower Vase, Haunted Pumpkin Set, Modern Cosmetics Clowning Around, Clown's Boots, Clown's Bottoms, Clown's Short Gloves, Clown's Top, and Clown's Hat. Certain items available during previous iterations of the event can be obtained via the All Saints Wake vendor. And also, please note that seasonal quests cannot be completed after the event has concluded. And as per usual, during gameplay I will not talk but only read out information and dialogue. Let's do this. Clown's Wake. The Adventurous Guild Investigator is on the lookout for a suspiciously scared personage. This quest is available for a limited time only. Adventurous Guild Investigator. Hello there, friend. You have the look of a seasoned adventurer about you, and I would know what would be my superior powers of deduction. If you could spare the time, I could use your assistance in a matter I'm investigating at the moment. Oh, thank you. Pray tell me, are you familiar with the Continental Circus? The people of Eorzea know them as a traveling troupe of entertainers who visit whenever All Saints' Wake is upon us. However, in actuality, they are a band of voids and fiends in disguise. That is not to say they get up to anything that goes beyond the realm of mere mischief. No, they are generally harmless, which is why I have been content to observe them from afar. Bizarrely, I am yet to see any sign of them this time round, despite the festivities being so close at hand. That said, I do not mean to say that things have been uneventful of late. A rather peculiar gentleman known as the Scarlet Snout has appeared to fill the vacuum of absurdity left by the circus. Most suspicious, as I'm sure you will agree, which is why I set about investigating the matter. However, things have not quite gone to plan, and I was hoping you might be able to help me look into this strange character. Do you think you'd spare some time to ask the residents of Gridania about the Scarlet Snout? Ah, you have my thanks. I shall continue to do my part in the meantime. Pray, alert me should you learn aught of interest. Quest accepted. All Clowns Wake. Ask the locals in New Gridania about the Scarlet Snout, and ask the locals in Old Gridania about the Scarlet Snout. Foolhardy chap. A man with a red nose. Psst, listen, this is just between the two of us. I met the man of whom you speak. In fact, he even invited me to a banquet of sorts. Yes, I was relaxing by the river the other night when I suddenly heard a voice that I couldn't quite place. I turned around to see a man dressed in a motley standing behind me. We got to talking. Befitting his appearance, he's quite a jovial fellow, and after a pleasant little chat, he invited me to dinner at his home in the coming days. I called it a banquet, but he assured me that it would be a modest affair with only him and a few of his newfound friends. He also swore me to secrecy. No doubt he doesn't want strangers to come and crash the event, so don't tell anyone else I told you about this, alright? Excitable lad. Fellow with the red nose. But why no? I've heard nothing of such a man. And I most certainly haven't been invited to a holiday feast organized by such an individual. Perish the thought. You look as if you've seen a ghost or about this feast. Alright. I'll tell you all I know. I was heading home from an errand when this fellow with the most prominent poses approached me and asked if I'd visit me at his house. Said he needed someone to share his toys and sweets with. At the same time, he made me assure him that I would tell no one of this offer, or that he even spoke to me at all. If he found out about this, I don't know what would happen. Promise me you won't tell anyone else. Rumor monger. Ah, so you're looking for this so-called Scarlet Snout as well, are you? Well, tough luck. I'm going to beat you to it. See, I've heard that he's a well-heeled bloke who loves nothing more than to share his fortune with his friends. Ever since then, I've been searching high and low for it. Even if I did know anything, damned if I'm going to share it with anyone. Dignified lady. Can't say I've seen anyone matching that description myself, but now that you mention it, I remember a friend of mine saying they saw an odd character wandering about here the other day. It stuck with me because she said he was dressed up in odd garb, almost like that of a jester. I can't guarantee that was the man you're looking for, but it sounds too similar to be a coincidence, yes? In fact, did you glean anything of interest, perchance? Inviting total strangers to his abode and swearing them to secrecy? Most suspicious indeed. Yes, I hardly doubt he's inviting these people out of the kindness of his heart. Something is afoot here. Speaking of which, I was able to uncover some new information myself. It would seem most sightings of the Scarlet Snout occurred by the river. I suspect it would be relatively easy to spot him if we staked out the area, and yet I am hesitant to go myself. I've been asking around for so long now that it is likely that our suspect knows me, and is taking pains to avoid me. While I am loath to impose upon your kindness, might I ask you to take care of this alone. I promise that I will be watching from a safe distance, and will not hesitate to lend a helping hand should you need it. Oh, thank you ever so much. Now we've no time to lose. Let us hurry along to the riverbank. Yes, right by the Leatherworkers Guild should give us a good vantage point. Say there, Missy. No, not there. Here. Over here. Scarlet Snout. Greetings, my friend. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Oh dear me. Why the cold reception? Surely my appearance doesn't frighten you. What will you say? I've heard some dodgy rumors about you. Actually. dodgy. Me? There must be some mistake. I'm sure whoever told you those things simply have the wrong end of the stick. But where are my manners? I should introduce myself. I'm Papa Gruff, a humble clown. Would you care to share your name with me? Solana, such a pleasant name. Brings a smile right to my face. Oh, it feels like we're thick as thieves already. But how to commemorate our newfound friendship? Oh, but of course. Why don't you join me at my humble abode for a feast? I swear you haven't lived until you've been to one of my banquets. I ask only one favor. You are to tell no one about this. It wouldn't do if some random stranger barged in on a gathering of friends, yes? And should I find out you have gone against my wishes, well... Ah, but I jest. That's what I do, you see? I wouldn't dream of harming even a flea. You have nothing to worry about. Nothing at all. Any road. Come meet me under the Bentbrash Meadows Bridge whenever you're ready, and I'd be more than happy to show you the way to my home. Well, ta-ta for now. So that was our man, was it? I must say, his appearance was every bit as distinctive as the rumors said. Pray tell, did he invite you to his feast as he did the others? I had a feeling this was how things might play out. While his actions are most suspicious, it is impossible to tell exactly what his goal is, and whether or not he has any malicious intent. I suppose our best option is to play along for the time being. Might I ask you to head to Bentbranch Meadows and observe things from a safe distance? If it seems that Snout is up to no good, we'll put a stop to it straight away. I shall first return to the Avengers Guild in order to deliver my report. Let us rendezvous at our destinations when we're both ready. This location should afford you a good vantage point of the precise location that the Scarlet Snout gave you. Observe from a distance in the hope that he reveals himself. Ah, welcome, welcome, one and all. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you here today. Perhaps that's a bit too formal for the occasion. Let's try this again. My friends, welcome to the House of Gruff. By all means, make yourselves at home. What the heck are you carrying on about over there? I could hear you from miles away. Papa Gruff, my beloved wife, what brings you here? Mama Gruff, what brings me here? Why our dear son and I were worrying you might burst a lung screaming like this. Little Gruff, oh Papa, Mumsy has told me all about the party. I can't wait to meet all of your new friends. Yes, darling, I'm sure it's going to be an absolutely splendid time. No doubt your father here has invited sheer multitude of illustrious guests. Isn't that so, Papa? But of course, my sweet. Don't you worry. I can assure you the event will be quite the spectacle. Just think of all those innocent fools sauntering casually to our abode, blissfully unaware that they are, in fact, marching towards their doom. Oh, how I love seeing the terror on their faces when they realize their fates. It is truly to die for, quite literally for them. Yes, and with the fear we extracted from the depths of their very souls, we can summon forth our fiendish friends and hold the banquet of our dreams. The night of devilry shall finally be upon us. The Night of Devilry. Is that something fun? It will be the most fun you've had, little one. Admittedly, I've yet to experience it myself, but I've heard enough of the legends to know it will not disappoint. Anyways, our honored guests are scheduled to arrive any moment now. Head back to the venue, my dear family. I shall return anon. Back from Bent Branch, are you? Pray tell me, what exactly did you witness there? Good gods! This sounds like a plot most foul indeed. Fortunately, help is at hand. Upon hearing my report, the guild saw fit to dispatch an expert in matters of the cult to aid us in getting to the bottom of this. I'm most certain he will be able to help us come up with an effective way to thwart the Snout's villainy. Let me know when you are ready, and I shall introduce you to him. Clown's Wake. Complete. A feast to remember. Pumpkin cookie and modern cosmetics clowning around. The Ventures Guild Investigator has someone to introduce to you. Ready to proceed with our investigation, are you? Excellent. Allow me to introduce you to our esteemed collaborator. This is Marke, a specialist in matters of the cult dispatched by the guild to assist in apprehending the nefarious Papa Gruff. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Before we go any further, I wish to ensure that I have a grasp of the situation as it stands. If it's quite alright with you, pray share all you have learned about our quarry thus far. I see. Quite fascinating indeed. Yes, it was all as I read in that tome. My apologies. I tend to get lost in my own thoughts sometimes. Allow me to begin by giving you a brief introduction to the so-called Night of Devilry, or at least as I understand. It is said that during All Saints' Wake, the saints are invited to banquets in the heavens each and every night. At such time, the world below is left unprotected, and fiends summoned by the ogre Pumpkinhead are free to wreak havoc on the defenseless denizens. One fiend in particular is said to be especially boisterous. I speak of the one known as the Doomsday Clown. Though, perhaps you know him better as the Scarlet Snout or Papa Gruff. In any event, they are all the same most nefarious personage. If the texts are to be believed, those who set foot in his domains are fated never to return. I say, just listening to this tale is enough to make my hair stand on end. That said, it seems we've quite a task on our hands, even attempting to save his would-be victims. Have we no way of protecting ourselves once inside his lair? I thought you would never ask. Pray, feast your eyes on these fine creations of mine. I present to you two artifacts I have recreated by referencing a number of ancient tombs, together with some of my own personal touches, of course. Behold the fiendish lanterns and a phial of whirling holy water. But what do they do, you must wonder? Well, allow me to explain. First of all, the fiendish lantern emits a certain wavelength of light that voids absolutely detest. As for the whirling holy water, it not only protects the holder's soul from being stolen, but also enables one to rescue the lost souls of others and return them to their mortal frames. I have not yet had the opportunity to test them, and thus cannot vouch for their effectiveness, but I am very much hoping that they will serve you well, for both our sakes. Wait, you mean there's no guarantee that... But it matters not. We face a potential crisis here and beggars cannot be choosers in time of need. My friend, are you willing to put your faith in Marke's creations and do what needs to be done? Excellent! In the meantime, I shall do my best to ensure that the Scarlet Snout is not able to lure anyone else into this trap. Speaking of the Snout, I have also heard another rumor. Apparently he has been handing out odd pumpkin cookies to those who attend his feast. Should you come into possession of such confection, might you show it to me when you return? Splendid! Before you go, allow me to furnish you with a linked pearl. Rest assured that I shall do my damnedest to support you from afar after you enter the Dread Clown's personal domain. Also, should you wish to know aught more about the items with which I have furnished you, just say the word. I shall return to Mikado's amphitheater and see that no other frightening hijinks ensue. When you have found out what you would about the Snout, pray visit me there. Seasonal event quest accepted. Speak with Papa Gruff. Is there something you'd like to know? The Fiendish Lantern. The Fiendish Lantern emits a wavelength of light that voids and absolute detest. Should you encounter any such fiends, pray put it to good use. I have no doubt it will serve you well. The Warding Holy Water. The Warding Holy Water not only protects the holy soul from being stolen, but also enables one to rescue the lost souls of others and return them to their mortal frames. I have forwarded you with a full file, so please do not hesitate to use it should you come across any souls in need of succor. Nothing. I fear we're still making preparation for this weekend. Pray wait a while longer. If it isn't my friend Solana. Terribly sorry for the delay. Your timing couldn't be better. I'm pleased to report that I've finished preparing for the festivities. Let my loyal Harlequin guide know once you're ready, and he'll be more than happy to show you the way to the venue. Seasonal event instance unlocked. You now have access to the Phantom's Feast seasonal instance. To join the feast, speak with the Harlequin guide on the Bent Branch Meadows Bridge or in the Acorn Orchard. The Phantom Feast is a light party instance. For players, there are no class, job, or level requirements for participation. Parties that register for the instance will less than 4 members will be filled out automatically by the matching system. I'm frightfully sorry for having to keep you waiting. Do you wish to head to the banquet now? Master Gruff is eagerly anticipating your arrival. Enter the Phantom's Feast. An arcane barrier surrounding. You're inside then, excellent. I will do all in my power to assist you in thwarting the Gruff clan's vile scheme. Be sure to make use of the fiendish lantern I gave you should you encounter void sense. Why it seems the lantern is having the desired effect. Splendid, you'll be safe after all. Also, if you come across any lost souls, give them a good splash of holy water to guide them back to the mortal realm. These fiends hunger for souls. Yay, a new friend to play with! Oh, a new friend. Let's play together here forever and ever and ever and ever and... Hope as many pumpkin shots as you can to win. Playroom is no longer sealed. Greetings, my dear friend. We eat your fill. We want your soul to be nice and plump when we devour it. Strangely enough, the food appears to be entirely safe. I suggest you eat your fair share and try to keep Mama Gruff in a good mood. January served. Dinner served! Dig in, everyone! You like it then? Wonderful! So it's going to be oh so tasty now. meddling wretch! You'll not leave this place alive! Please, she must save you! I just want to go home. Splendid work, you already saved an impressive number of souls. Keep going. You think you can get away with stealing all my precious souls? Never! Pumpkin cookie. A devilish imp is thought to have made this slightly burnt biscuit shaped like a pumpkin head. One can only wonder what ingredients it contains. Ah, there you are! Glad to see you return from the spectral realm in one piece. I say, did Marke's inventions provide adequate aid? Relieved I am to hear that. Small wonder the man came so highly recommended. And of course, I must thank you for risking life and limb to put them to use. Thanks to you, we can rest assured that the souls of the Gridanian people are safe from the fiend's trickery. I am fully glad to finally lay my eyes upon this rumored cookie as well. Oh, and just to be safe, I took the liberty of advising the other invitees not to attend the feast, for their own good. I am concerned, however, that some of them did not seem so keen on heeding my instructions. Should you find any that have gone on ahead, pray save as many of them as you can. Now that we know that Marke's creation can be relied upon, there is no reason to think we should not be able to rescue everyone from the Snout's clutches. Papa! Where have all my new friends gone? Don't worry, sweetheart. Paul will sort this all out. What the heck were those abominable trinkets anyway? And why did you not warn me that one of those despicable adventures might crash our party? Oh, my beloved, pray calm your heart. The adventurer's lady was one thing, but rest assured that none of our ordinary guests will be equipped with such artifacts. We shall have our fun soon enough. Believe you me. What's more, I found someone who has volunteered to help us in our quest. They say the best approach is to just wander around the town shouting out invitations to anyone within earshot. Why, just imagine how many guests they'll manage to lure here with such a bold approach. Now listen to me. Be sure to invite as many people as possible, alright? The more terror, the better, I say. Your wish is my command, Master Gruff. Hehe, this will be a fine All Saints' wake indeed. That said, I do wonder who this mysterious new acquaintance might be. Pumpkin-headed apparition. Rest assured that I will be keeping close watch on the Scarlet Snout to make sure that his baleful plans never come to fruition. I will see to it that none of his expected visitors attend his banquet. Then, when he comes out to ascertain what has gone amiss, we will strike with an expert team assembled by the Adventurers Guild, putting an end to the villainy once and for all. In the meantime, I ask that you pray go and rescue anyone the Snout has already managed to lure into his domain. That would doubtless encourage him to abandon his scheme even soon. Modern cosmetics clowning around. You can now attempt the Phantom's Feast seasonal instance again by speaking with the Harlequin Guide in either Mikedo's Amphitheater or the Acorn Orchard. Successfully completing the instance will earn you a pumpkin cookie. You can exchange cookies for items and equipment by speaking with the Shady Smock in Mikedo's Amphitheater. You can also speak with the Genial Guiser, enjoying the marvelous masquerade in the Haunted Manor. Achievement unlocked, the Winners Club. Complete the quest A Feast to Remember. You there, would you fancy taking part in our most marvelous masquerade? I can assure you that it will be a devilishly good time. Hello there, Pumpkin. Enjoying the frightfully delightful festivities, I take it? If there's anything you'd like to know, just ask away. Who are you? Well, we are the Continental Circus. Oops. What I meant to say was, we're a troupe of entertainers who travel the length and breadth of the land. Our mission, turning frowns upside down. This time of the year, we make it a point to journey to Eorzea, that we might help its denizens celebrate the most wonderfully terrifying holiday of All Saints' Wake to the fullest. We prepared all manner of exciting events that are guaranteed to delight and affright, so why not take a brief respite from the daily grind of adventuring and join in the festivities? What is All Saints' Wake? Legend has that once a year, the 12 honor the saints by hosting a lavish feast in the heavens. While the saints are away, however, the realm is bereft of their divine protection, and creatures of darkness come out in droves. Fearing for their lives, the people took to shuttering themselves inside their homes. Those who had no choice but to venture outside disguised themselves as fiends, in hopes that they would go unnoticed by the real ones. Frightening business, isn't it? Well, that's all in the past now. For these days we have valorous adventures like you to keep our citizens safe when the saints are away. Having no more reason to be afraid, the people went and turned All Saints' Wake into a fun celebration, and truly detestable, delightful state affairs. Shady Smock. Clown's hat, clown's top, clown's short gloves, clown's bottom, clown's boots, haunted pumpkin set, pumpkin flower vase, magic prism. So we have the pumpkin, flower vase, the demonic cosmetics clowning around, and the haunted pumpkin set. Seasonal event in Final Fantasy XIV. I hope this video helped you in showing what to do and what to get. Also hope to see you again in future videos, and I would love it if you hit those like and subscribe buttons. But for now, it is bye bye.